you read a lot?
I try to read a bit on tour.
So what are you reading right now?
I've got 3 books or 4. Got one collection of poems. But actually, the cool thing about being in this band is that it's a lot of fans that give us books to read, and so I got a collection of poems by an unknown guy. Given to me yesterday, and then another book. I can't remember its title, but like that something I can't remember or whatever. But it was really interesting. I've got a book by Liz something called The Rapture. I bought from the airport. Looks pretty good. And then I'm reading The Gospel of Filth, the kind of history of the band Cradle of Filth. Got a really cool edition. Looks like an old Bible, and it's a heavy-duty book. It's very dense. It's got a lot of information, so I was thinking that I'm gonna travel with it. So maybe I'm able to finish it before I go home. There's a lot of time to kill on the bus, so it's good times to read.
So what's your favorite book then?
Of all time. Well, I think I'm probably searching for one. There's not a book that I would have read more than maybe twice. Metamorphosis by by Kafka was one I really liked when I was younger. Will Christopher Bear's Penny Dreadful. There's like a series of books he made. I like Chuck Palahniuk because it's different. No, I don't have one favorite. There's not a book I would go back to. Maybe the Bible, because I've used the Bible as wallpaper in my toilet. So
Okay, but you never read it.
No, I read it every time I take a shit.
Last time Toasted interviewed you, you made a joke about animal clothing, HIM animal clothing line. Did you design one yet?
Animal clothing line. We're vegans. We can't use any animal products. Well, I'm nearly vegan. I do eat chocolate, but so I do, use dairy products. No clothing lines. It's it'd be lovely, but the problem with this band is like we're like I don't know if you have that cartoon here for the kids called Barber Papa. That thing that just changes its shape. We're like those. Okay. It's like Miguel is getting bigger by the day, and then all of a sudden he becomes really thin. Gas is doing the same. We just expand. We're like those Barber whatever creatures. So it's important. It's impossible to really start designing anything because everybody's different size every day. So maybe if there's like a way of designing clothes that would change their size, that would be a big hit, I think, in like H&M. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not. Let's say it's not the first thing in my mind at the moment.
Okay. Your dad has a sex shop and he's selling HIM items like handcuffs and whips. Yeah. Can we expect a HIM dildo soon?
I think Rammstein already did that dildo line thing, and they're not even. It's bullshit. They're not even having sex on that video. No. Why? It's like no. My dad has a sex shop. I've got a band.
But he's selling your stuff. He's selling things of your band.
Yeah, well, he's got a friend who does like S&M jewelry and stuff like that for like the real whips and stuff like that. Not just trendy whips you have, like proper whips and stuff like that. And he made a few with HIM logos and stuff like that. Because we just thought that if people want to buy them, more parts my daddy. Mm-hmm. So that was the idea. So maybe we do blow up dolls. Yeah, that would be good.
Of you?
No, of gas. I want to fuck gas up the ass. We could do like a hermaphrodite gas, with a puss and a dick.
Okay, that sounds very nice. I'd buy one.
Oh Lord.
Is your dad proud of you?
I don't know. You gotta ask him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud. I'm happy to have a dad such as him. He's a cool guy. So is my mom. I've got a little brother too, and he's really nice and all that. I've got a great family. Will we die above the
festivals lined up yet?
Hopefully we're doing the big ones. I don't know, like Rock am Ring, Rock and Park, Download. We're doing Sonisphere in Finland. There's one in Switzerland, I think we're working on, or it's confirmed. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Pink Pop?
I don't know. But the people in Holland, they just hate us.
Why is that?
It seems that it's not really a rock country. It's not. It's funny. You have like there's great bands like Gathering or whatever, you know, and Amsterdam used to be a rock town, but it's not anymore. You know, it hasn't been for years. It's just
You still sell out Paradiso.
But that's, you know, to be honest with you, you gotta be realistic. That's because a lot of people can travel easily to Amsterdam. It's a great reason for Germans to come over. It's a great reason for English people to come over, just hang out, you know, smoke the weed, do the fucking, you know, the Amsterdam thing, you know. So it's not just Dutch people who would be here. So it's tough. I know that like bands like Green Day, they're really big, but you gotta be really big. It's a tough country. It's like France. It's a tough country for rock music. If you're not U2, if you're not huge, so we're trying our best, and you know it's I like the electronic music scene here, but it's funny, you know, in Amsterdam, for example, you used to have a lot of clubs, rock clubs, just like 6 years ago, and there's none at the moment, and then people are really fucked up on drugs, you know, like heavy duty drugs, so it's changed a bit.
Do you still like us then?
Yeah, I love it. You know, it's not about that. It's not about that. But you know, I find it great that we have the opportunity of being here and you know doing everything we do. But it's tough. It's just it's like Japan. You know, it's a tough country. You know, you can't be really popular everywhere. We're trying our best, and we you know that's the reason why we're here. But it's one step at a time, and maybe one day we'll make an album that will be hugely successful over here. You never know.